So, you guys, what I want to talk about is statutes versus rules of procedure. And, this question's coming up during the 21-day challenge. And so I thought it would be a good time to address it. I don't know how many people from the 21-day challenge are on this live stream. I know that there's a few. So rules of procedure are kind of like the rules of the game in your case. So wherever you are, there are going to be rules of procedure, and you need to be familiar with those rules of procedure. The rules of procedure are going to dictate, for example, how you calculate time in your case, meaning like say that there's a 10-day response period. Somebody files a motion, serves you with the motion, and you have 10 days to respond according to the rules of procedure. So the rules of procedure, which are the things that would give you the 10 days to respond, but the rules of the procedure are the guidelines that are going to tell you how you calculate what counts as 10 days. Because in some situations, for example, 10 days might be 10 calendar days, which would be every day, including weekends. And sometimes 10 days would be just business days, so Monday through Friday. So rules of procedure dictate things like that: time, deadlines to respond, procedural type issues, whether you can amend a response. These are the rules of the game. So you have to be very familiar with the rules of procedure in your case, because they dictate very important things. And if you miss a deadline, or you try to amend something and you're not able to, or so say in some cases you want to get rid of your judge in Arizona, we can file a notice of change of judge, which means that we can get rid of our judge one time for any reason. But you can only do that if you meet certain guidelines. If you don't meet the guidelines and you try to get rid of your judge, well, your motion to get rid of the judge is going to be denied. And probably the judge is going to know that you try to get rid of him or her and that it was denied, because the judge is the one who's granting that motion to change the judge or not. So rules of procedure are one thing to look at. The statutes in your jurisdiction are the things which govern child custody, for example, or dissolution of marriage. They are the laws around, whether you get joint decision making or joint custody or joint or equal parenting time, or, how property is allocated according to the rules of your state. So the statutes are the law in your case, the cases that have been decided in the past around property or custody or parenting time or child support or debt or assets. So this is the substantive law that is going to apply in your situation. I hope that's making sense. But I want you to be clear that there are two sets of rules that you have to look at when you are navigating your case. You have to look at the procedural rules, the rules of engagement, and then the substantive law, that's the law that governs your situation around custody or parenting time or divorce or whatever the case may be. Hopefully that makes sense.